Hello everyone, welcome to Rising Phoenix Season 4, round number 6. We're here today for F2, where we're at Canada, same as F1 if you're, coming from this stream to that stream, whatever. Or that stream to this stream, I don't know. Or you may be watching both in a row. I don't know what you're doing. All I know is we are here at Canada. Now, yesterday we had a nice race at Australia, but before we get into that sort of stuff today, we'd just like to say that me and the other two commentators have sorted our schedule out, and it should be me on Fridays from now on, apart from today, and them on Saturdays, which means I'll hopefully be able to get back into racing on Saturdays. Luckily for me, Saturdays are like my best tracks. So, that's great. Absolutely great. Anyway, we've got 18 drivers in the lobby today. Unfortunately, still no Killer Clown, who's not here today. And one Toro Rosso currently missing as well. Don't know who that Toro Rosso is. Forgot. Oh well. Oh no, Killer Clown was the Toro Rosso. Stupid. Silly me. Oh well. Oh, Parallax is retired. That's his 20 man served. Anyway, there's a Mercedes having some fun. It's probably Colin, isn't it? Yeah, of course it's Colin. Oh, and Colin's been beaten out the pits by Sanka. No, not Sanka. Who is it then? Oh, it's Blimmin' Lewis. So currently everyone's chosen to go on the soft tyres. Well, oh no, never mind, not everyone. Lewis is doing on the softs, Colin on the mediums, Willow on the softs, Shadow on the mediums, Splint has also chosen the softs. So, and Maggi on the hards. Okay, so a lot of different strategies today. Now, I know from experience that this is not a good camera angle. Yeah, I know from experience that the one stop is possible today, and obviously it always is. But that will be probably from mediums to hards. Don't expect drivers to be going the one stop from the softs. I mean, maybe it's possible, but very, very unlikely. You'd have to save so much time with your tyres. Anyway, Colin quite close to Lewis here on their outlap. Now, if any of you are wondering why Parallax had a quali ban, it was for the fact that during quali yesterday, he ended up stopping in the middle of the track, trying to move out of the way, in all fairness to him, from Cobalt. However, unfortunately, due to where he stopped, it caused Cobalt to crash into the wall and DNF himself, so not fun. As per usual, excuse my jet engine, I don't mean to have it, but I'm not going to go buy myself a new PS4 because, that's a waste of my money when the PS5's coming out. Oh, and there seems to have been a crash. What a surprise! And by what a surprise, I mean it's no surprise at all, someone's crashed. And what is a surprise? The fact that there's still 3 drivers in the pits. Also, out of the few people who have joined us today, welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy yourselves. I certainly know I won't. I will. I definitely meant will. Oh, Lewis binning it in the Wall of Champions. Yikes. Colin with the fastest lap. Lewis trying to salvage his car here. I don't think he's doing a very good job of it, but he's trying. He's tried. I mean, that is very unfortunate for Lewis there. Sensei getting the fastest lap so far. Willow, well, unfortunately had his lap, ruined. Lewis has retired himself. We'd prefer you've retired in the pits, lads. Just a reminder. There's currently Senna, Senna in first, 108.5. A 109.6 from Splinter. Deadwood Bear, 109.7 on the mediums. Colin in the 111s, along with Shadow. Now, on board with the Scotsman Trinksy here. Currently in his Haas. And he's actually got a Haas teammate for once. His Haas teammate may not be staying here in the Haas. Amuse Pencil's coming back next week. Just having a hard time. So, you know, he said that he'll be back from next week onwards, and we're really excited to, you know, welcome him to race with us. It will be his first week, so, you know, we're all very excited. Alright, oh no, be Trinksy into the pits. Thanks for making me watch you and you ruining my lap, my friend. I'll go on board with Jordan. Screw it. Expecting lap times here in quali to get as low as the 108s. I don't think any lower than 108 is possible, really. But if anyone can do it, I think Jordan may be one of the guys to try. Heck, maybe even Deadwood. But again, that's a very, very unbeatable lap there. So I'm very interested to see what our new guy can do. Cryptic coming in, and you know we're all excited to see how this Brit can do. Anyway, Iced Out Freeze also on a lap. Too Funky's lap was invalidated. I think Iced Out Freeze is about to come through here and finish his lap, and he's down in the pits. Either that or it's just invalidated. Or his DRS is broken. I'm really not sure what's going on. No, it was invalidated. As T Funky puts in a 110 on the dot, putting himself behind Deadwood Bear. As is the yellow flag in the first sector. I believe that was the McLaren of Robo there. Oh, no, it wasn't a McLaren. It was a Haas, my apologies. As Cryptic puts in a 112.3. Decent lap on the mediums, however, he might need to improve that. Cobalt and Mad G both on laps here. Mad G just finishing his now. Currently on the mediums, and a 109.9 is a very, very strong lap time on the mediums. Only him and Deadwood Bear have set the times like that on the mediums so far. Oh, it's Cobalt puts himself up into second for 109.5. Nice little lap there from the Cobalt. Ice Stab Trees going back into the pits now. And Swanny's on an out lap, but V-Trinksy has just started his. So it looks like we're having a quali mainly looking at the Haas. And a very nice helmet, I must say. I do like the pink on there. Makes you very manly, V-Trinksy. Very manly indeed. Sensei Martins coming back out onto a lap as well. The yellow flag in the third sector. I believe that's one of the Renaults. Maybe giving slipstream to the other. So that'll be Mad G and Splinter possibly working. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. I'm really confused. The colours look the same to me. They really do. Like the Haas looks like the Renault, and yeah, the Mercedes and the Williams look alike. Anyway, Trinksy coming through now. It's going to be a 109.4, and that will put him in between Splinter, who's just improved by the way, and Deadwood. Oh no, and Cobalt, sorry. Forgot Cobalt was there. And Jordan set like 5 laps on those mediums and hards. Like, damn. Alright, Shadow going out for another lap as well. His best time was on the mediums. So now he's on the softs. I wonder what time he can set. He's got a wild tree stabber in front of him. Obviously the Force India will probably have to move out of the way here, considering he's on an outlap. I mean, if he was a little bit further, Ice Stab Trees could have, you know, really helped his teammate there. Give him a bit of slipstream. That's probably his best save for the back straight. Anyway, Sanka's lap was invalidated when he last set it. However, he's about to come through yet again to set another one. And Sanka's lap is not too shabby at 1:11.9 on the hards, as Shadow Britain will come through here for a 1:10.6, which puts him into the top 9, which means the people who are back here still have to improve. I do wonder, obviously we can see that there is the Toro Rosso or T-Funky out just in front here, but I wonder if Ice Stab Trees' teammate Shadow Britain will stay back and give him some slipstream later on in the session here, you know, down the main back straight. Obviously Ice Stab Trees will probably want that. However, his teammate does look to be, well, not slowing down, that's for sure. Oh, there may have been something happened to Willow there. He's now got a 1:14.4. I believe that's Willow at least. No, it's not. It may be Deadwood Bear. Or even Jordan. It could be anyone. No, actually, I think T-Funky benefited more from Slipstream than Ice Stab Trees did, as the Tree Stabber sets a 1:11.2 on the softs, and T-Funky a 1:10 dead on. Ooh. And then moving on to Willow. Robo, the last man to not set a lap yet. There's also a yellow flag in the first sector, which is a slow going Renault or Haas, not too sure. The Willow taking the last corners nice and slowly there, and it's going to be a 1:9.9, oh sorry, 8 actually, 8, which puts him into P6, and looks like the Alphas are both here going to do a pretty good job at that. Now I think Deadwood may have thought his teammate was on a lap. Unfortunately for him, he was not. So that's a big oof. T-Funky also going to set another lap. I don't know if he's going to be able to beat his 1:10 though. This is a 1:10.2, which is not beating his time. Jordan here has to be at 1:10.6. However, he needs to improve by quite a bit. Oh, he's done that. He's in 5th place on the mediums. He's done that, boys. He's actually the highest medium runner at this point in time. Robo's on an outlap. Splinter also going to set a brand new lap as well. I think this will be interesting. His teammate Mad G and Robo, as well as T-Funky, all seem to be in the same area up there. I think T-Funky coming back into the pits, the other two just preparing for their lap. Obviously Mad G will be able to use T-Funky kind of as some slipstream fuller to get a really good entrance. But again, that last turn isn't the most kind to people, and if you go in there a bit too fast, it won't help you at all. And welcome to SFR PS4 for, you know, and thank you for, you know, coming into the stream, wishing your drivers good luck. We wish them luck as well. However, we wish all our drivers luck, not just the SFR ones. Anyway, Splinter coming through, And this looks like a very promising lap indeed. It's a 108, no, 109, my apologies. 109 dead on. Still not enough to beat Senna's 108.8. Damn, that's a good time. Robo now on a lap. So is Mad G as well, who's just in front of Robo. Oh no, my apologies, just behind. Very surprised that V Trinksy up in third place at the moment. Wasn't something I was expecting for this qualifying session. I was, really good qualifying from him. Anyway, Robo coming through now. Slightly tapping the last two turns, but this will be a 110.4 and he's in the top 10. Followed by Mad G, who I believe improved his time there up to a 109.5. Colin on a lap as well. Swanee also on a lap. So is Sanka, who's following someone there. We're going to go back to Colin because Colin. That's literally the reason he got driver of the day last time out. Yeah. As Colin sets a 110.1, putting himself into the top 10. We'll move back down to Swanee as Deadwood Bear retires from the session, setting a really good time to put him in third place, a 109.3. With only 1 minute 38 seconds to go. How many drivers will beat that? It looks like most drivers are actually going on the softs, so I'm worried that it may be a wet race. As Swanee gets a 110.9 and, well, that's one way to end your qualifying. It's not the recommended way, but it's one way to end it. Sanka 110.7, so a lot of drivers here in the 110s at the moment. Robo, that's not an improvement, unfortunately. T-Funky trying to improve. Sensei Martens also trying to improve as well, and this is not a good camera angle. I say that a lot. Shadow Britain pushes himself up into 8th position, 109.7. Splinter's retired along with Shadow Britain. So currently 2nd and 3rd have their positions, well, hopefully set in stone, but we shall wait and see. Willow's also retired, so it looks like quite a few drivers happy with their laps so far. Mad G's also chosen to end his lap. T-Funky, here he goes. It's not going to be pole, but can it be higher up? It's a 109.9. It's an improvement. However, I don't think that will be enough, as well the whole top 4 have retired here. Oh, even T-Funky's retired. Okay, so basically this is the last lap saloon, guys. This is where your last laps count. I mean, it could be a surprise pole here from Jordan. Oh, it's a 109.4. And 3 drivers all in the 19.4s. What on earth? I mean, I know this is... Oh, Cobalt, you're okay there? I don't think that was meant to happen. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna move on. We're literally just waiting for Sanka. Cool. Sanka's the last man to set a lap. Can he get in the top 10 on almost 3 lap old mediums? The answer is poor soul if he can. And he's probably hoping for 11th more than anything. And it's a 110.6, which only improves him just a little bit. Unfortunate, Sanka. Oh my gosh, Jordan's still going. Jordan still has another... Oh, this is his chance. Can Jordan snatch any positions at the last second? It's a 1-0... Hold on. And Jordan snatched pole! He's done it! He's actually done it! Jordan has snatched pole at the last possible second. No. No way. Unbelievable scenes here. As Jordan's gone and done it. He's stolen pole from Sensei. And I mean, wow. The top 10. All within a second of each other. Wow. Wow. I wasn't even expecting Jordan to go in and step that lap. And he does. It was worth it. That was... wow. Just... wow. So, yeah. That's my moment of the season. I don't know if anyone else can top that. And oh look, it's raining. It's raining. Sad times. So glad I didn't race today. Actually, I like Canada in the wet. It's half decent. Just waiting for the last few drivers to put their setups on. And here's a quick reminder, whilst it's raining, to drink loads of water. In these troubling times, you don't really want to be dehydrated, as that can lead to illness. So, yeah, we suggest you drink as much water as you can. I've got my water here, and it's not sponsored, but Harlem water, pretty good if you're from the UK. I'm pretty sure they sell it almost everywhere. But obviously that's when you can actually go back to the shops and stuff, so, you know. Anyway, everyone's starting on inters, so the people who chose to go on the mediums obviously didn't look at the weather report. That's very, very stupid. Because you should know. The inters? Well, you should know if it's, you know, light rain. You want to go on the softs. But anyway, just quickly going down the order. So it's Jordan, Senna, Splinter, Deadwood Bear, Cobalt, Trinksy, Madgy, Shadow Britain, Willow, T-Funky, Colin, Robo, Sanka, Swanee, The Tree Stabber, Cryptic, Lewis, and Parallax. And I don't think Jordan realises it's formation lap. He may have gone a bit too far. But anyway, I'm just going to quickly close my curtain because I don't want people seeing the glare of my screen outside my house. Oh wait, people aren't outside my house because they're quarantined. Ha ha ha. So the grid is lining up here, ready for today's race. It's a Ferrari on pole, the Mercedes second, as you'd hopefully. With most drivers lining up, we can expect... well, we can't expect that to happen. But anyway, 5 red lights are out, and we are racing once more in Rising Phoenix. Sensei going around the outside of Jordan, getting first position with an ease. The Haas there at Trinksy losing a few positions out, as it looks like Colin goes around the outside. And the two Williams are fighting each other already. Oh, it's a big mistake there from Sanka, who's now going to end up probably behind Parallax. Oh, there's contact. Sanka losing it, and then Lewis also losing it. Hopefully that doesn't affect his morale, and hopefully he doesn't have wing damage either. But Sensei and Jordan both out in front. Willow's overtaken Too Funky there, as Cobalt is quite close to the back of Deadwood Bear, and Mad G's overtaken V Trinksy right down the inside. A very nice move, and well, there's been a pile up. I don't know how many decided to go down that one corner, but something happened. I really can't tell you what, but something happened. As 3 drivers are going into the pits at the same time. Cryptic unfortunately lagging a little, but Lewis still staying out, so I'm glad he didn't have wing damage. Anyway, Deadwood and Splinter fighting each other. Splinter taking a inside line here. Deadwood backing out of it. And somehow Cobalt's already got a penalty. Ooh, I forgot the camera angles are bad in the wet. I don't know how I forgot that, and so I can't blimmin' see. But oh well. We'll just forget all that. As something's happened to Trinksy, he's ended up in a wall. Oh, and that is very unfortunate for him. Luckily, he unfortunately spun around in front of Lewis as well. So one problem we have when you have the small mini-map up is you don't get to see the people really close to you, and you have to just think, I've got free space here, and go for it. Unfortunately, that may happen sometimes, but Deadwood's struggling currently. And that's why he's probably lost out to Splinter so easily. T-Funky's on the back of Robo. Obviously there's no DRS, and there won't be unless it dries up somehow. Which I don't see happening, by the way. Currently it looks like the rain's actually getting worse than it is. This is the battle for 10th, so we're going to stay on it for a little while. Unless there's a more important battle in front. For example, Willow, Cobalt, Willow, Cobalt and Deadwood Bear, as well as Splinter, all in the same, well, close proximity here. Oh, as Deadwood Bear and Splinter have crashed to each other. Oh, and that's forced Cobalt into a wall. I don't know how that forced him into a wall, but he ended up in the wall. Look at Deadwood, doing the right thing or waiting for someone. And so, getting this straight, Splinter's... Okay, there's a safety car. Well, so that big debacle just happened. And luckily for all the guys who have now had to stop, look, they're right behind the rest of the gang. So I guess that's lucky. And unlucky if you're a Sensei who's, you know, in first. I wonder if anyone's going to pit in for, well, some wets. Obviously, most pits will be for wing damage. Canada's one of those tracks that's kind of hard to do in the wet, but, oh well, on intermediate weather. However, once you've got it down, it's not too bad. But Splinter and Cobalt going in. Willow able to stay out. Mad G staying in. So quite a few people staying out for now. However, there is a big load of pit stops there. All for fresh intermediates, so looks like the weather isn't going to be changing for a while anyway. And how do you get a penalty under safety car, guys? Come on. And it looks like Deadwood may... I don't think he's out. Is he out in front of Sanka? Nope, but he's out behind Parallax, just in front of Shadow Britain. So, Sensei's formed up behind the safety car. Jordan also with him. Willow's just got there along with Mad G. And the rest of the field is now almost caught up. I think the one problem is if Ice Stab Freeze goes a little bit too quickly up here. Oh no, he doesn't have too much of a problem. Luckily for the front runners, they can really determine the pace. You know, when it's a safety car, they can go at their speed. Because as long as they are catching the safety car, they don't have to push. And heck, it'd be better if they didn't push, because then they save their tyres even longer. But Cobalt has actually come out in a relatively decent position at 11th here. Most cars will be at that point where they're almost behind the safety car. Now I'm just going to check if there's been anything said in chat. No, there hasn't. So, normally you'd see people apologising, but Sanka's doing his Sanka thing. Hashtag just Sanka things. Get it trending! No, let's not get it trending, please. Please don't. Anyway, safety car in this lap, so we're about to see every single car on this one straight. Be prepared to enjoy, and the fact that you see every single car on this hairpin just shows you how awful it is. Sensei going about as fast as my nan, and I tell you on FIFA her car has -12 pace. That's how slow she is. Like, you can tell this is just gonna be a clusterfuck. No matter how much holding up you do, in turn 1 you'll be caught up by someone. You know, it's still a relatively hard braking point here. As most drivers know, you can't overtake until the line anyway, so really there's no point in holding up until you just get off. Well, until after the World of Champions. As you can see, Robo's already trying to make a move on Splinter down the inside. It's a little bit of contact, and unfortunately Splinter's been squeezed by Sanka. So Splinter losing out in 2 positions there. Unfortunately the wets aren't the best weather, as Cryptic has lost a few on the restart. Parallax is also... I don't think Parallax's brakes worked there. Cryptic's also been overtaken by Robo. And moving a little bit further up, as Swanee's going to look to make a move on Colin. However, Colin unfortunately has his back wheels on. Imagine saying that as commentary. He has his back wheels on. Yeah, no shit. Anyway, Lewis and Cobalt side by side, leaving each other quite a decent amount of space. Cobalt going to have the inner line. Lewis has had to cut him off there. And there's a slow moving car. Oh, Sanka's spun it. That slow moving car was T-Funky. Don't know what happened to him. But Cobalt's lost out on the position with Lewis. Anyway, moving towards the front of the field. Jordan still within relative distance to Sensei. Sanka with a 3-second time penalty. Nobody's really getting on anyone else. Oh, Cobalt went around the outside there. Wasn't the best of places to make a move. And Cobalt has been spun. Yeah, he's down at the back now. Deadwood Bear and Sankey Dead also close to each other. Ooh, Cryptic going quite slowly. Gave Deadwood a little bit of a squeeze, but still able to make the move. as Parallax gets past as well. Mad G with the fastest lap of the race so far. It does look like this wet weather's drying up a little bit. I think it was in between wet and intermediate weather at the start. I think now it is just intermediate. But Cobalt has to go in the pits now. Anyway, Lewis, Too Funky, the Trinksy, Robos, basically everyone up to Shadow Britton is in this little fight here. A train held up by Lewis. When Lewis Hamilton is trying to conserve his tyres. He'd just be like that, okay? Too Funky used to be the first man to make a move. It was a clean one. And DRS is enabled. It's dry. It is dry. The feds say it's dry. That could have been... Cobalt has just pitted for new intermediates. DRS has been enabled. This is the chance everyone wants. Robo's got past the trick. Why are like so many people trying to overtake that one corner? What is everyone doing? Oh, and Splinter's been hit. I don't even know what's going on at this point. I think everyone's just going in the pits, aren't they? Oh, Sanka, you missed the pits there, mate. Sanka's like, why is everyone slowing down so much? Or see everyone else. We're just gonna pit this lap. Everyone's just sent to box on the same lap. That's literally how quickly the weather changed. Everyone was just like box, 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 box. I feel bad for Cobalt, man. I feel really bad for Cobalt. And there's been a lot of position. It's only lap 9, like, bloody hell. It feels like it's only like lap 4. So position changes, Swanee's doing uploads. A lot of people have been fucked. I Stab Trees and Lewis have somehow gone up 8. Oh, Willow, that's not a barrier you should be in. I don't know what's happened there then. But DRS is activated, so basically, this whole thing, I don't even know what to call it now, this battle group, this battle bus, is about to get really slipstream DRS. But I don't know what it's going to be called. It's going to be called something. I mean, the fact that the lap times, after everyone's just joined on the pits, are 120s, and everyone's just come out the pits on this lap, I think it just shows. It really does. I mean, DRS is just, oh, amazing. Deadwood better the fastest lap, bloody hell. I mean, the fact that this battle is like 4 men just trying to get past each other. As they get a flying in Sector 3, Lewis looking really slow here. I don't know what's happened in Sector 3, but there seems to be 2 cars not actually moving. That's Cryptic and Cobalt. And moving back to the battle, because we've actually moved off it. And this DRS section, it shouldn't be a DRS section. Deadwood Bear almost making contact with Lewis there. Luckily slowed it down enough. Oh, even Too Funky's on this battle now. That's great. Just what we needed. Someone who's in a dive bomb like that. Actually, you know what? That was a fair move. I respect that from Too Funky. That was fair. That was fair like the maiden Too Funky is. A Robo's going to try and come back at this though. And he's going for it. And he pulled out. That's also what she said. Just in case any of you were asking. Trinks did the fastest lap even though he didn't even have DRS. Like, just how? Oh, Robo's ended up not finding the racing line. he actually found the dirt racing line. Because obviously he was in the dirt. I mean, I don't even know if I needed to explain that or not, but I did anyway. Cryptic has just gone into the pits due to wing damage. And this stop's now just become a... well, I think one more stop after this. Everyone's going to hards. Apart from Jordan, who's already on the hards. Because hashtag just Jordan things, and all T-Funky's actually done that dive very well. Lewis, was able to fight back for the position, and fair play to him. I actually hoped he made the gain back. There does seem to be a yellow flag somewhere. T-Funky has wing damage, and Robo getting very feisty at the moment. Oh, I Stab Trees has ended up not stabbing trees. Instead, he's ended up in a wall. The Wall of Champions is evil. I will remind you that many times. It is unforgiving. Oh, and I Stab Trees is retired. I don't even know where he's... oh, he may have... yes. Just yes. Very unfortunate, as Robo is now going to have his chance at overtaking the Williams of Lewis. So not going to dive it in up there. Very smart move. As Sensei gets another fastest lap. No, I'm focusing on battles at the back, but he's currently for 10th position, so I'm very interested to see who will get this move done first. Robo's making the move. Oh, Trinksy made a look in there. Decided not to make it in the end. Just quite a smart decision, I think. But yeah, now it looks like Robo is really storming off. I actually think does Lewis have damage? Like, there's no way he can be this... oh, yes he does. That's why he's a little bit slow. Cobalt with a 3-second penalty. He's probably just trying to get fastest lap at this point in the race. Splinters going up the inside of Trinksy. Oh, Trinksy's hit the back of Lewis. Wow, Lewis was getting overtaken by 2 people there. Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Lewis in that situation. Parallax had the space and he went for it. That's fair enough. However, I don't think Sanka realised that, which is definitely not the best of times. Anyway, it looks like Trinksy's... nope, he's not coming in. He's not coming in down the inside there. As Lewis has had to go into the pits. At least he can get his wind damage sorted out. Oh, Trinksy and Parallax side by side. Lewis going on to the hards, possibly going to the end for this one. Actually, most likely going to the end. Robo, ooh, tried the move on T-Funky. So I don't like the DRS being there. It's not really a place you can make a move. But anyway, T-Funky's wing damage. Some people may try moves. For example, Colin, he's actually not going to have to make the move on Swanee here. Robo though possibly might be able to get T-Funky. No, do it too far back. It's actually the unfortunate thing for many drivers here. But Willow's into the pits. Oh, Parallax, surely. He's going to try it down the inside. He's got fastest lap. He's gone for the move. He's made the move. He's got the move. T-Funky's also been overtaken by Robo. Many drivers here just really facing out in really long trains. And that's what we expect from a safety car, followed by wet conditions that nobody likes. And then a massive herd of pit stops. And you can tell who were the lucky ones, the guys who got in first. You know, the top 5, all of them very lucky. Their teammates, on the other hand, not so much. As Parallax has overtaken T-Funky and is now behind his teammate. It's like it's only Splinter, Trinksy and Sanka to go. Unless T-Funky's going to go into the pits, which he might do. But for now, at least he's got DRS on Parallax in front. However, Parallax actually looking awfully quick, and he's probably going to get Robo here. He's got fastest up again. He's doing the same dive that he did on Splinter, and that was a good one. Up into 8th position. So, well done at Parallax. Hopefully he can close in on Shadow Britain as quickly as possible. Well, I say hopefully, I mean, he probably can. Maybe, I don't know. Splinter's on the back of T-Funky with Trinksy here. I don't think he's going to make the move into this corner. I wouldn't recommend it for anyone. I've said that many times now. Just don't make the moves here, please. You know, it's a really good hairpin to make the move on. Or there's this long back straight which Colin keeps backing out of. Oh, and Parallax has already closed in on Britain. Splinter's not going to go in on T-Funky just yet. I do wonder if he'll try and make the move here though. As you can see, he's only 2 tenths behind it. Oh, it's very unfortunate. And the DRS straights are long enough. It's more just the fact that the exit of your corner really matters. If you're running no assists, it's a little bit harder than the guys who are running assists. As obviously they're assisted, you're not. Now Parallax going down the inside of Shadow Britain. He's got the move and he's still giving him space, so fair enough. As the McLaren driver now up into 7th, and this is his storm on the capital. Well, I say capital, and it's like the top 6. He's storming it. Let's go. Oh, Colin's finally made a move. Congrats, Colin. Proud of you. You're like the son I never had, except I wouldn't name my son Colin. Oh, Lewis has been lapped by Sensei. That's not very fun. Splinter's closing on T-Funky and Robo. As T-Funky's probably going to dive it here. Robo, a little bit of grass on his tyres. T-Funky, oh, side by side. Robo keeping the position. Will T-Funky go back for it for the next corner? It's going to be close. Ooh, that was a little bit of touchy there. Touchy-feely. Splinter's keeping it to the inside. T-Funky got the position back though. It's even Trinksy and Sanka probably going to get tired of this soon and might, you know, make a lunge for this very, very soon. Heck, I'm expecting them to make a lunge very soon. Oh, I don't know what happened there. But Trinksy's ended up out the race. And it's a virtual safety car. I don't know what's happened. All I know is that Splinter's wing's off. So is Sanka's. So I actually think Sanka may have missed his braking zone there. But both of them are using this opportunity to go into the pits. really unsure what happened there. Just going to quickly check. Nope. No words in the chat so far. Which is actually good, mainly because, you know, I told them not to. That safety car lasting a while though. The DRS has been re-enabled, so it's actually lucky for some who can actually use it, but not for those who can't. Okay, Colin in front of Swanee still. Swanee will have DRS back on him. Quite a few people have been lucky there with DRS. T-Funky being one of them. So he has nobody to really use as DRS fodder. But Trinksy's unfortunately left Lewis with a 3-second time penalty. As we enter lap 20, we're over halfway through on this race already. Canada, a really short track, I must say. But then again, considering the lap times here are basically a few seconds slower per lap than, you know, say, Austria. You know, it's very surprising how Austria feels so much longer. But oh well. So the guys currently on the mediums will probably last another 2 or 3 laps. Heck, I don't even know if that's a fair assessment. Maybe 1 or 2. See, the mediums are alright. They might be going mediums to softs. Might be going mediums, because obviously you can do that as the race was partially wet. But it looks like the leaders are staying out. Swanee and Cobalt both staying out as well. Sensei with a 3-second penalty. As Cryptic has come in off his softs after 8 laps. Oh no, Cryptic has retired from the race. Luckily in the pits though. So 3 out already. Only lap 21. 21, my apologies. As, oh, Swanee just got past Colin there. Unfortunately the tree kind of blocked our view of it, but it was a fair move. Sminder with the fastest lap there, so he's closing in on Sanka. Obviously the guys who had to pit have actually chosen tyres that are probably going to take them to the end. So Splinter hoping to go 15 laps on the mediums. Sanka not trusting in himself and going on the hards. Well, either not trusting himself or not trusting the tyres. One or the other. Anyway, Splinter currently with a point, even though he's in 14th. And he doesn't have to pit again as well. We don't forget that. He doesn't have to pit, neither does Sanka. And even Willow can argue he doesn't. So at this point in the race, people like Deadwood, Bear and Parallax, you know, really going to be the competition for the top 10 spots versus Splinter and Sanka. Actually, it looks like Deadwood's out quite quickly. In fact, he's out behind his teammate. With Cobalt into the pits, onto the mediums as well. He may have a bit of competition with Lewis. As our leaders start lap 22. Oh, lap 23, my apologies. We're both in DRS range of Shadow Brisson. So if you obviously all these guys from well up to 8th still need to stop again. Willow may probably stop at the end to go to softs if he's not in the top 10. And at the moment he's not, and that's a problem. And obviously he'll probably want to wait just a bit to go for that. Moving a bit back, Willow on the back of Deadwood. Deadwood has DRS though. And in Splinter vs Sanka's case, Splinter just losing out quite a bit. T-Funky though, into the pits. And he'll... Oh yeah, he'll be out behind Splinter, no doubt. Splinter, they're doing really well at conserving his ERS. I think he's done an immense job of that so far. And he always does. He only really uses it when he needs it. As a Robo closing on a Shadow, he's going to make the move. He had the inside line, he takes it. And is now comfortably in the sixth position. Well, it's in sixth in a comfortable place. It's not confirmed yet. Shadow still has DRS down this back straight. It's still all to play for. Oh, Splinter's done it. He's overtaken Sanka. It's a little bit risky, but Sanka does seem to keep hitting the walls, so... Sanka going a bit too deep as Robo's into the pits now. Already used that DRS well for him. A good overtake which got him a nice little run into the pit lane. As Deadwood Bear steals the fastest lap off Splinter. Oh, Sanka, you are so close to being in the Wall of Champions there. And Robo's out in the top 10. That is some good stuff for Robo. Sensei into the pits now. Magi joining him. Lewis also into the pits after 9 laps on the hards. They're actually going on to the softs, which are very interesting to say the least. Swanee staying out along with Colin. And Colin's probably going to go to the end. It's Colin, come on. He's going to the end, there's no doubt on that one. But Jordan's actually going to end out behind them here. My apologies for that, just coughing quick. As Parallax is now closing on Shadow Britain. He's got the fastest lap, so these guys are closing in on the leaders at the moment. But I expect the leaders to, you know, really come out here fighting. As T-Funky and Sankey are dead at overtaking each other. Now back to Parallax and Shadow. Ooh. Don't know what's just happened between the two, but Shadow ended up in the wall there. Lucky doesn't seem to be any wing... Oh, there's wing damage on the left hand side. Have to look into that with the stewards. As Jordan makes his way past Colin down the inside. Colin going into the pits. Swanee staying out though. It's to be a double overtake for Jordan here on 2 consecutive straights. And it is. So Colin going for the undercut on Swanee. Colin out on the softs. I think Parallax will definitely get him here. I think Deadwood may also... Oh, he's trying it. So have to watch out for Colin coming out of the pits as well. So Colin comes out in a relatively decent position. But unfortunately for Shadow, has lost position to Deadwood. And he's probably about to lose it to Colin too. Obviously Swanee's in a hope that he can get out relatively unscathed. You know, Colin is close to Shadow Britain, but he's got to overtake him, which he's just done. Being stuck behind the car though can slow your lap times down. And unfortunately for Colin, I think that's just what's happened. As here we can see, Swanee is in the pits. Taking his tyres off onto softs, obviously. Jordan surprisingly going into the mediums. Which means Deadwood Bear is now up into 4th. Shadow into the pits as well. Oh no, not Shadow, sorry, Parallax into the pits. as Swanee has ended up behind Willow and Robo. It may just be Willow here. Oh, yeah, he's beaten Robo out of the gate. And Parallax all the way down into 14th now. The wing change really not helping him. As it looks like now, there's not really so many battles. I mean, Cobalt's actually ended up getting back into this race. We have to fight for the points. Robo's quite close to Swanee, however, I don't think he's going to keep that position for long. Obviously, Swanee will be gaining quite a bit of speed, mainly due to the fact that he's on softs. But at the moment, Swanee has no DRS, so Robo can gain in even just by a little bit. As in front of Swanee, Willow currently looking set. However, Swanee may be hoping to get past the Alpha very, very soon. See, Willow and Shadow both looking like they're taking their tires to the end. Well, Willow definitely. Shadow, I really doubt that he can. But it may happen as a virtual safety car. I don't know what's happened. But there is a virtual safety car. I don't know how Splinter's just binned himself without even trying. Oh, it was Lewis. Yikes. Quick, Shadow, this is your chance to go in the pits. Alright, Swanee close to Willow. DRS enabled. And he's got it as well. Oh no. Willow has been screwed by the DRS. There is no doubt in my mind that Swanee's got this. On the start-finish straight, obviously not now. Oh no, no, never mind. Swanee's not got this. Ignore me. The no doubts in my mind stuff was just the anti-somethings talking. Cobalt's retired from the race, which means there's a yellow flag in Sector 3. Yikes. Right, Swanee is going to try his move on Willow here. If he only put his ERS up, he'd actually be able to make this overtake a lot easier. But Willow now down into 7th. Don't know what the yellow flag is, because Cobalt's already out. Oh well. Now is it Robo's turn to go after Willow here? And Willow does have DRS himself, but Robo's got slipstream. Oh, he's looking to make it. Willow's giving him space. You know, I congratulate that, because that is fair driving from Willow. Yeah, even if he didn't have to there, because obviously he was still a ways in front. He didn't have to leave that space, so I respect that. Anyway, Splinter's now joined in on this fight, so it could mean that if Willow's not careful, he loses 2 positions in 1 here. Oh, and Parallax is also fighting T-Funky. Just as a side mission. Side note, sorry, not side mission. What we're playing, Skyrim. Ah, speaking of that, I want to play some Crusader Kings 2 now. The odd things I say during streaming. Oh, hello, Lewis. Oh, hello there. Oh, good for you that F1 just finished. I know, I do care. It's not like I don't. I'm just saying good for you. Like, I hope you enjoyed it, Nico. Oh, Robo's making the move again. Yeah, this time there was a little bit of contact. I don't know what's happened to Parallax, but I think he's just been... Has he just binned himself for the Wall of Champions? He has as well. Oh, that's ironic. That's ironic. Season 2 champion has just binned himself for the Wall of Champions. Oh, the irony. Like, the irony levels right here are just very high. And it's probably not really pressuring onto Colin too much. 8.1 seconds away. And he lost that much time. Probably just being behind Shadow Britain. As Robo's being overtaken by Splinter, who, on 12 lap old mediums, somehow is still faster than me. I don't even know why I'm saying me, he's just faster. Oh, Willow's speed in the pit lane. Clap, clap. Oh, why have you pit? You've got 5 seconds to serve. Plus Shadow's right here. Why have you pit? Oh, for soft, he's going fastest lap. Okay. That makes sense. I comprende. I don't know, what's Sensei's penalties look like? So he's got 2. Ooh. Mad G only has 1 though. So Sensei gets another penalty. Wouldn't be surprised if Mad G, you know, got the win here. Nobody else is really in a scrap right now. Just some cars, you know, ghosting for each other. Fun times. Deadwood Bear's on a race of his own. Sounds fun. Can I join? And my hay fever is playing up for some reason at like 9:30. Oh, Madgy's got another penalty. Yikes. Anyway, Swanee's got a 3-second time penalty, which means that Splinter could be very close to getting another position here. Honestly, I don't know if he will, but oh well. He could be close though. Oh, Sankey Dead's got fastest lap. What the fuck? How's that happened then? How has that happened? Oh. Oh no. Sankey, you're dead. 1 minute. Gets fastest lap. The next is currently 18th. Oh, that's actually mad. Oh, and that also means he doesn't get fastest lap as well, due to our rules saying that if you get disqualified, you don't get any points. That is mad. It's so mad. I mean, Willow's probably about to beat that anyway, but still. And yeah, there we go. Willow's going to get 1 point. Yay. So if he overtakes Shadow Britain, he's technically going to double his points, even though he's in 11th, which makes no sense. I mean, boah. Now, we are just going to keep with this fight as it's, well, Sensei is, you know, closing into his last little, well, part of his lap. But Lewis has got a 10-second penalty. I don't know what he's just done there. I think he's just trying to go for fastest lap somehow. Don't know how he's going to, though. I honestly just think he's going to end up being still 12th. Anyway, Willow and Shadow Britain still fighting each other. Still running on down to the line on the last lap. But speaking of going to the line, here's a man who's gone to the line. Comfortably, Sensei Martens takes the race win. Maggi in second. Jordan in third, who could have been second. Willow's now unfortunately got a 3-second time penalty. He's still fighting with Shadow Britain. Deadwood Bear's 22 seconds behind, so I've got a good, well, straight to wait for him. And the move's not coming off here, so Deadwood Bear taking 4th. I mean, what? How? I could have sworn he was like 10th a minute ago. Colin in 5th. The Swan Dog was going to take 6th, but nope. He's in 7th, with Splinter in 6th, Robo 8th, T-Funky 9th. Willow is in front of Shadow Britain. I think Willow's got 2 man penalties though. Lewis, his race is finished. He's in 12th. Willow versus Shadow. I don't know who's got the position. I actually think Shadow's got it? Yes, he has. That was the only fair way. That was the only fair way for it, to be honest. Had to be. There is a, as Speed Force Racing have said, it is a 1-2 for SFR, with Sensei Martens taking the win, followed by Mad G. And in third, a man who's been really doing well recently, Jordan, taking another podium. And it's a brilliant result from all 3 of them today. So, Martens takes first, Maggi second, Jordan third. Then in 4th, Deadwood doing a 3-stop. Colin in 5th, Splinter in 6th, Swanee 7th, Robo 8th, T-Funky 9th, Shadow 10th, Willow 11th, Lewis 12th, Parallax, Cobalt, Trinksy and Iced Trees all unfortunately not finishing. And, well, a very unfortunate day from Sanka, who ended up being disqualified. But anyway, I will see you next time. So, yeah, peace.